The Disney Cars diecast line has finally crossed over with NASCAR. Why it took 15 years for this to happen, I don't know. I'm really surprised it took this long, but what's really important is the fact that it happened and the cars in the line look absolutely awesome. These guys are Walmart exclusives and they are just so cool. Now personally, I'm not really familiar with NASCAR or really any real-world racing, but I still absolutely love these guys and how they all turned out. I gotta say though, Jackson Storm is probably my least favorite of the bunch. I feel like they definitely could have changed him a bit more. All of the other cars in the line, from McQueen to all the other racers, have designs that really deviate from their traditional look. Now meanwhile, I feel like Jackson played it really safe and looks very similar to his normal design. In fact, most of the expanded universe Jackson Storm variants are pretty similar to his regular look, but I think he still looks really good. I, again, just would have preferred if he were a little bit more different. Anyway, guys, welcome back to yet another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the NASCAR line's Jackson Storm. Unfortunately, this is the only car from the NASCAR line that I currently have, but I am hoping to find the other ones soon. Really excited to open this guy up. Of course, in addition to Jackson himself, he includes a pit stop barrier with the Igniter logo on it, or rather a new Igniter logo designed specifically for this toy line. By the way, gotta say, I'm pretty sure this whole NASCAR line is not canon to the Cars movies, at least that's how I perceived it, but I don't know, that doesn't really matter. But I probably won't be adapting these NASCAR cars into my Cars Adventure series, for those of you wondering, even though, again, the designs are really cool and they do introduce some new characters. Got this very nice artwork of McQueen and his new look for the NASCAR series. A very nice look for McQueen. Hopefully I can get that McQueen soon to review him. Got the metal logo up there, sort of checkered flag design. On McQueen, you can see, of course, he looks like he's moving pretty fast with the blurred Lightyear logos. We got the 95 on his side. Piston Cup 7-time champion. I absolutely love that they label that on him. And Jackson here actually has his Piston Cup champion sticker, which is really nice. So even though it's a crossover with NASCAR, the cars themselves are still labeled with Piston Cup logos. And McQueen on his side has Clutch 8, RPM, Revolting Vitylene, and Octane Gain. All of those logos. Very nice design for McQueen. The name tag here has the NASCAR logo and some sort of motion lines coming off of the J and S for Jackson Storm. Unfortunately, the blister doesn't have any special design on it like a bunch of more recent Expanded Universe series do. That doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, there's no series description. We just have a NASCAR logo down there. Then we have the other three cars that are currently out for the line: McQueen, Crew Chief Mater, and Pit Crew Luigi and Guido. So now, let's get Jackson here out of the package. Like I said, I'm really surprised this crossover didn't happen sooner. Alright, so we've got Jackson here. Let's see. Now we've got Jackson here. Very interesting. But I think I'm going to take a look at his pit stop barrier first, which you can see just has a new Igniter logo on it, all in blue. It really looks like a modern company. I don't know, sort of reminds me of maybe like toothpaste or some kind of medicine. I think that looks really good. We've got the 2.0 there. The decimal point is very small. Really blends in with the rest of the logo with the shade of blue they chose for it. But I really like how that looks. I really like that new logo. And if you look at Jackson, the back half of him is actually blue to reflect that. Although, kind of would have preferred if Jackson were fully blue, reflecting that different look for Igniter. Got a pretty typical Jackson Storm expression there. By the way, for those of you wondering, these guys are made in Vietnam, like most of the Expanded Universe stuff. Sorry for my lighting, I don't know what's going on with that. I like these blue streaks next to the headlights. You know what? I'm going to get the actual Jackson so we can compare and contrast them. So you can see here the blue on Jackson is far darker on this variant. The Igniter logo is different as well. You have these little parts of him colored in, which that's on his normal variant too. But yeah, different Igniter logo, still written facing sideways though. I feel like it's kind of difficult to see because Jackson himself is a very dark gray. That's a very dark blue. It's kind of hard to make out that it says Igniter, but it does, of course, in a dark blue with the S logo behind it. Got the 2.0 in a very large font on the back. with a white decimal point here compared to the blue one on the pit stop barrier. We also have the Jackson Storm signature, looking pretty fuzzy. I believe it is a different signature than the one, on the normal diecast, at least I think so. We've got his wheels, which are in silver, which is a very nice touch, as well as blue Lightyear logos on the tires. We've got Piston Cup Champion on the side, finally a Jackson with the Piston Cup Champion sticker. The color changer has it too, but you know, nice to see it on an actual metal diecast, even if it isn't his normal variant. Got the 2.0, Combustor, Carbon Fiber, and Synergy. The absolutely massive S logo. Got the gas cap there with a very weird, large, kind of fuzzy circle around it. The Igniter logo once again, which is covered by the gas cap. And I gotta say, it's pretty hard to see the Igniter logo, at least from where I am. You know, it's much easier to see on camera. The same goes for on the spoiler, where from where I am, the Igniter logo really just kind of looks like a blur. But with the assistance of the camera, you could see it much better. I have to hold it up closer to myself to make out the Igniter lettering. I think that's kind of unfortunate. It's just pretty difficult to see some of the decals on Jackson, and I was noticing that in other pictures that I had seen on him. It was hard to make out the writing just because of the shade of blue they chose on the shade of gray they chose for him. Wish they chose, I don't know, some sort of different color. I really like the dark blue, but I think maybe if they changed the gray for the rest of Jackson, it would definitely make the logos pop out more instead of just sort of fading. Then he has these sort of bars on the windows on the side, a pretty nice touch. They gave that to Lightning as well. I'm not sure if any of the other cars have it too. We have the 2.0 back there, Igniter logo once again, and the Piston Cup Champion sticker. Really nice touch with that Champion sticker. I also like the fact that his rookie stripes are removed, because that is accurate. He wins the Piston Cup in his rookie year, so, you know, if he has the Champion sticker, he shouldn't have the rookie stripes on him. There is a look at the other side, which is basically just reversed, except you could fully see the Igniter logo now. And there is the base. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Very great crossover toy line. Really excited to get the rest of these cars. Like I said, though, Jackson is probably my least favorite in terms of design. I wish that they could have done a bit more with him. And again, I feel like it's pretty difficult to make out some of the decals on him. Wish that they could have done something to make them pop out a bit more. But at the end of the day, I still think he's a really good car from a pretty great crossover line. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.